Hello, everyone. If you don't know me, my name is Skylar Westervelt. I'm the founder and head coach of Rice Coaching here. If you do know me and you already follow along, fantastic. Happy to have you here. For the new joiners, if you are ready to really embark on something that's honest, that's true, that's purpose led, that's here to help you overcome yourself, right? To get out of your own way, then stick around for a few minutes. Maybe this is for you. If not, no worries. So, this is the story of really overcoming limiting beliefs when it comes down to it. I don't like the way that I look. I'm fat. I'm unhealthy. I like my job, but I make a lot of but I don't make enough money, or I don't like my job, but I make a lot of money, or even worse is I don't like my job and I don't make a lot of money, right? There's no purpose, there's no passion, there's no drive inside of your life. Um, you look at also relationships, right? The romantic partners that you have, whether you're married with children or not, or you've been in a relationship before and it never worked out, or multiple, or you've never been in a relationship because there's so much that you reject about yourself. These are all tied to limiting beliefs and typically preconceived conditioning and things that you're holding on to that are not even yours. And for myself, it was all of the above. It was I wasn't enough, struggling with abandonment issues because I felt like I wasn't good enough, and I had just the worst relationship with money because I felt like if you did something good in the world, then you couldn't have money because money was the root of all evil. Well, I understand that not to be true anymore. You can't align purpose and profit. It's not doesn't have to be one or the other when it comes down to it, and it's all hard work. Even if you choose to not find out what your purpose is, it's hard. If you choose to find out what your purpose is and walk inside of it and actually work towards it and provide impact inside of it, then it's hard. It's just a matter of a choice. And if you are struggling with those limiting beliefs, it's those insecurities that really flare up of I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, I don't deserve it, I can't accept the responsibility. And the thing about it is, when you look at those insecurities, those aren't things that you should be running from, which you more than likely are right now if you've stayed up until this point. Or maybe you are confronting those insecurities at a level and it's working but it doesn't seem to stick, or you know you're you're confronting them but it doesn't seem to work. There's a lot of broken frames whenever it comes to looking at insecurities, and if you have a hold of it, amazing. I'd love it if you still stick around, maybe talk to me and we could learn some things together, right? The insecurity, the person that you face in the mirror and maybe even avoid looking at in the mirror. Maybe you haven't looked in a mirror in days, right? You see that person, it's like, oh, wait, I don't like that. I don't like what I've become. And you run away from that. You don't even allow yourself to look at who you are. You're not running from the person in the mirror. You're not running from all of the things that you reject about yourself. You're actually running from who you truly are, because underneath those insecurities is a strength, is a power that you can have a level of control over your own life. Now, maybe not necessarily every single thing that happens to you, but it's really happening for you to be able to mold you and build you into the person and become that, so that you can live the life that you want to live. And I feel like so many people get caught up in the performance of everything, and it makes it to where the real you actually hides and you become what the other person wants you to be, whether it's the boss, the wife, the husband, the children, friends, family, business partners, whatever that may be. Um, and once you put on that front, now you're literally putting on a mask over who you actually are. And you're expecting people to fall in love with something that you're not. You're expecting yourself to fall in love with something that you're not and something that they're not. And when that relationship continues to go forward, most importantly, the relationship that you have with yourself, that real you starts to come out. But because it's been so suppressed, it flares itself and it becomes so intense and it becomes so overwhelming for you, the other person, vice versa. And now you are out of control. You're chaotic. You don't know what to do, right? Because the fact is chaos is not going to help you make the next move that's right for you. Clarity does that. And vulnerability allows the space for clarity for yourself whenever you're actually in a place of saying, hey, I don't like where I'm at. I don't like that I don't make enough money. I don't like that I'm not doing something that's purpose led. I don't like that I'm not in shape. I don't like that I'm stronger. Okay, well, let's reframe the focus of now what you don't like, because you know what you don't want. You know what you don't like, and you're looking at it in the mirror, but you don't do anything about it. So, how about you focus on what you do now want and allow the opposition of what you don't want to be the goal. So when you now are able to jump over the fence and focus on, I know without a shadow of a doubt that I want this. This is the life that I want. This is who I want to be. You can allow yourself to become that versus doing something to get to that place. You realize that that want and that desire is an energy. It's something that you are vibrating at. And if you're vibrating alongside with the don't wants, guess what you get? More of the what you don't want. But if you're vibrating in a frequency that allows you to understand that you are who you are because of where your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and behaviors are in or out of alignment at, you allow yourself to overcome the limiting belief in that moment to where you are more than it. So it's only natural at that point for you to take the next step into who you are, who you want to be, who your wife wants you to be, who your children want you to be, who God sees you to be already. And there's no more limit to who you could become because you're no longer holding on to who you were. And such a major aspect of that is learning to integrate that as a foundation. And letting go is not, oh, well, forget about it. I didn't experience that aspect of life. That's the beauty of it. That pain and that turmoil that you feel is something that actually allows you to set foundation for all of the beautiful things inside of life that you really want to be able to experience. And it takes strength, it takes courage, it takes wisdom, it takes being able to trust yourself and to be able to trust other people. And most importantly, there is to really be able to trust yourself, because if you don't have that level of trust, you're not going to have confidence inside of what you do, and you're not going to have that level of belief, and ultimately you're not going to put your entire heart and soul into it. And right now, I need you to realize that you're putting your heart and soul into something that's not serving you. It's not serving the ones that you love. It's not serving the greater impact and the greater good of everybody here on earth. And if that's a higher calling for you, then you should be doing that and asking yourself, find your faults. Where am I behaving in accordance and out of accordance with the life that I want to live and the impact I want to provide and the money I want to make and the travel and the house and the cars and the clothes and whatever it may be for you? It is all real, and it's, you are going to now start focusing on the things that you do want and vibrating at a level of those things already existing for you inside of your life. And everything is an energy. So now that you vibrate at that energy, it's only natural for it to connect to you. And when you allow yourself to realize the simplicity of it, it's no longer about status. It's no longer about something to prove. It's simply allowing yourself to exist, to be a human being, and to be authentic, to be real inside of life in a way that everything that you want naturally attracts itself to you because you're attracting it to you. You can put this into process on a daily basis. on a moment to moment basis. This moment's all you have. And if you feel something calling to you, something stronger, if you feel like you need help and you really are ready to take that next step for yourself, for your family, for everybody that comes after that, right? To create a better world for all of us and the future generations to come, then go ahead, apply at the link in the bio, comment. We'll find a way to get connected. You can go to my Instagram, my website, and find all of my social media links. Send me a DM. I will connect with you personally, and we will get your private one-on-one breakthrough call set up. The call is completely free. We'll figure out what really makes the most sense for you, and we'll be able to really get you there because it takes attention, accountability, and consistent action. And I'll be holding your hand the entire way through. I know it's a scary step. I promise we'll get you there. Let's take the leap. Let's create the life that you want to live. Welcome to Rise Coaching. This is where we thrive.